Welcome, Mile Thrivers. Today, I'm just going to be talking about achieving natural pain relief over 50. This is going to be a holistic approach to healthier life. And I just want to welcome you. Taking this time and investing in yourself is really important, especially at our ages. Yes, I am 58 and proud of it. You know, moving on to the next phase of life is sometimes daunting, and I want to try to take some of that fear and stress and anxiety away by offering alternatives that can be very helpful to you. Many of us experience chronic pain due to various factors like arthritis, inflammation, or even injuries. But there's good news. Holistic methods can prove very effective for us and for our natural pain relief. I mean, there are so many drugs on the market, so many pharmaceuticals, so many drugs. I'm not personally a big fan. I think they have their place, and when they're needed, they're needed. But if I can choose a holistic way, a natural way, I will choose that natural way first. So I'm sharing some of these strategies with you today. I want to improve the quality of life, mine and yours, and empower you to take control over your own health and well-being. All right, let's dive in. So understanding holistic pain relief, let's just focus for a minute on that first. Holistic pain relief focuses on treating the whole person, your whole person. And that means body, mind, and spirit, rather than just targeting a symptom. Yes, we can do that. We can mask symptoms. That doesn't make the problem go away, typically. This approach acknowledges that pain can be influenced by physical, but also by emotional means and by lifestyle factors. That's why I like to address it in this way as a whole. By addressing various aspects of health, we can create a comprehensive plan for pain management. I think that's very, very empowering, especially at our ages. All right, so I want to go to nutrition first, nutrition for pain reduction. Our diets do play a very significant role in pain management. Certain foods can combat inflammation and support your overall health. Love that. That's very, very important. Anti-inflammatory foods incorporate rich omega-3 fatty acids, such as fatty fish, salmon, and mackerel, flax seeds, walnuts, things that you might not even think would be great, can be super helpful. If you're going to be snacking on walnuts, yeah. These help to reduce inflammation, but they also help to reduce joint pain. And that's something that affects a lot of people in our age group. Fruits and vegetables. Foods like berries, especially tart cherries, broccoli, leafy greens, they are packed with antioxidants and fight oxidative stress through your body and system. And of course, spices. Who has not heard of turmeric and ginger, right? They have powerful anti-inflammatory properties. Ginger is also great for the tummy, helps with tummy troubles. Consider adding these spices to your meals or sipping them in teas. I have some clients and some friends who've asked me, well, how can I do this? I want to do this holistically, but I don't want to go and buy 100 things and try them, and maybe they won't work for me. So I'm going to use some examples. One girlfriend was having terrible GI problems, really suffering, and wanted to incorporate ginger, but couldn't find a supplement she really was happy with. And I suggested, why don't you just go buy ginger root? You can do this with turmeric root as well. And I said, slice it into thin slices and steep it in boiling water. And then drink it as a tea. Strain it, drink it as a tea. Said you can add honey to it, because honey's very good as well. It's got a lot of healing properties in honey. Or you can add stevia. Stevia is an all natural sweetener. You can add that as well if you'd like to try that. She had it without adding anything to it, and she said it was delicious. So, and this is just one example. This is just one example of how we can do this. I had a girlfriend years ago who was way ahead of her time, and she had something called H. pylori, which is a very bad gut issue. And she had to seek out specialists, doctors who specialized in H. pylori just to help her. But she used to drink turmeric and ginger tea just by cutting up the root and steeping it. And it gave her a lot of relief. It really helped. So these are just suggestions, and each thing may not be good for each person. So you may need to try separate things. Don't give up though. Keep trying until you find something that works really well for you, because that's what matters. Your relief is what matters. And like I said, there are already pre-made teas that you can get, and they are very good. I actually like the yogi ginger tea. I can taste the whole ginger in it. It is delicious. I love it. I love it as a bedtime ritual. It helps me to relax, but also it's great for in case I ate maybe a little too much for dinner and maybe my tummy needs a little bit of assistance. And that works fantastic for that. Also, another superfood I want to mention to you is spirulina, especially for us over 50. Spirulina is good for anyone, but especially for us. It is, I kid you not, a superfood. I use organic spirulina in my shake every morning. I only need to use a teaspoon to add it into my shake. It mixes with my protein powder and other organic ingredients, because I use a lot of holistic ingredients in my shake. And it's fantastic. It gives you such a boost of energy. It's super high in protein. It is concentrated. It is really a concentrated superfood. So I suggest that to you as well while we're on the topic. All right, please remember to stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water. Dehydration can exacerbate pain. And if you did not know that, I'm affirming that for you right now. All right, next on my list of helpful holistic suggestions. Exercise is crucial for pain management. And I'll tell you, we are human beings. Our bodies are made to move. We are not meant to be sedentary, and we are way too sedentary most of the time. Okay, we are really made to move. And movement can take the shape of many, many forms. So do not feel that there's only one thing that you can do. There's only one way to skin that cat. There are many ways, and I don't want you to feel trapped by one way of doing it. So I want you to think about activity in a lot of different ways. And I want you to try to make it fun for you as well. So like I said, crucial, especially for those over 50. But how to incorporate movement into your daily routine? That's what I'm here to help you do. Low impact exercise. First and foremost, activities like walking, and there's so many different types of walking that you can do, right? You can walk out in nature. Many people choose to, especially in the wintertime, in these months where it's much, much colder, many people choose to walk in the mall. There are malls that specifically have walking clubs. that you can do this. And it's a great way also to add a little socialization into your life and not feel like you're alone doing this exercise. Very, very important. Swimming, no impact. That's a great way to. Yoga, gentle on the joints and can reduce pain while increasing your mobility because it incorporates a lot of stretching type movements into it. Also, Tai Chi, a hidden wonder for people over 50. It's good for any age, but it is fantastic for people over 50 because it is gentle on your body. But it is a great workout. It's a powerhouse of a workout. And it's also a moving meditation, which is good for you mentally as well as physically. All right, strength training. Building muscle helps to support your joints and to alleviate pain. Super important for us as we age. Aim for 2, 3, 4 days a week. But please take this at your own pace. You can always add a day. I know people like myself who like to work out 5 days a week, but that's not everyone. And that's okay, especially if you're starting a regimen for yourself. Take it at your own pace. Take it slow. Incremental change is the change that lasts. Focus on all major muscle groups. It's a great way to do it. Also, stretching. Incorporate stretching exercises. It will enhance your flexibility. This will also provide pain relief. The more flexible you are. Also, as you're stretching, you get the synovial fluids moving. Any movement helps synovial fluid in your joints. And that causes more of a buffer to prevent pain. Very, very important. Also, stretching improves your not only flexibility, but your circulation, reduces muscle tension. And simple stretches can easily be done at home. I incorporate a little stretching routine to my end of my workout. Go to the gym each morning. It's part of my morning ritual. I'll talk about morning rituals at a different time, but it's part of my morning ritual. So I'll do my journaling, get my mind set, get into a good mindset, a positive mindset, and then I'll go to the gym, work out, get my body moving, and it makes me feel great and it makes me energized for the day. But I'm going to say this, please, if you are unsure of anything, always consult with your healthcare provider before starting a new exercise program or any food regimens, okay? Because if you are on medications, there may be some type of interactions that you want to avoid. So please do feel free to consult with your healthcare provider. It's always a good decision to make, okay? Next, I want to discuss a little bit of mindfulness and stress reduction techniques. Chronic pain can often be exacerbated by stress and anxiety. Isn't that just what we hear all the time? Stress will kill you? Yes, it will. Stress and anxiety can take a big toll on your body, also your mind and your spirit. So we want to build that up as much as we can. So practicing mindfulness and stress reduction can create a more peaceful mind and contribute to your pain relief in a substantial way. You know, there are so many techniques. I'm going to have to address them one by one, and I will come back and do that for you. But let's just stick with what we have here today, give you at least a starting point, and you can move on from there. I applaud you for your attention and for your giving yourself this time, this me time, to learn and work on you. I applaud that. Meditation, spend at least a few minutes each day meditating. And you could say to me, oh, Linda, I don't know how to meditate. I've tried, it doesn't work. I can't do it. There's a lot of ways to meditate. There's so many ways to meditate. And we have the opportunity and usually the flexibility of having more time to try different things at our ages, right? So if you can't meditate in a conventional way, that means stilling your body, focusing on your breath, perhaps closing down the eyes, being in the present moment. Okay, really being present is the most important thing about meditation. So if you can't do those things, you can focus on something else. I like to focus on candle gazing sometimes, because watching that flickering candle is really hypnotic. And I just focus on my breath, and it allows my whole nervous system to downregulate, calm. This is such a great way to help reduce anxiety, but also reducing your pain. Another way to do this is they have now adult coloring books, very, very popular, very much in the mainstream today. And this is also considered a mindfulness practice or meditation. So they come in all different varieties. Pick something that you are interested in, that you love. If you like mandalas, color mandalas. If you like animal pictures, color animal pictures. There are so many ways to do this. I did this with my mom. Towards the end of her life, she was really suffering from some serious health ailments, and it was so trying for her. She was losing her ability to do a lot of things. But when I would visit, I would sit with her, and we would color in these adult books. And she really enjoyed it. It would bring a smile back to her face. I could see all the tension releasing from her face as she felt the ease of not having to be perfect and not having to do things that people expected her to be able to do, but just take this little bit of time for a mindfulness practice and meditation. And it really was helpful to her. And she was in quite a bit of pain, and it did relieve the pain also, which is wonderful. Next, we're going to talk a little bit, brush on deep breathing exercises. I am a big breathwork advocate. I'm certified in breathwork. I love breathwork. But try, when you're starting out, just some simple techniques. Simple techniques. A little bit of box breathing, right? In for 5, hold for 5, out for 5, for 5. And do this for even 2 minutes. You will start to feel relief. Beautiful, beautiful deep breaths, focusing on that. In through the nose, out through the mouth. This can trigger relaxation response and alleviate stress. Like I said, even in just 2 minutes. I have a lot of different breathwork exercises on my YouTube channel. Please feel free to peruse and see what you might like. Next thing I want to discuss is progressive muscle relaxation. This technique involves tension and then relaxing different muscle groups in the body. I am also certified in hypnosis, certified master hypnotist, and I do a lot of these kinds of progression relaxation techniques. You can find that on my channel as well. It promotes relaxation and definitely reduces pain. So another wonderful thing. Do this at your leisure. Do this at your leisure. Okay, there are many, many apps online as well, which are resources to guide you through these different kinds of practices, mindfulness practices, breathwork practices, all types, tapping, which is a great way also to downregulate the nervous system. I have my own app called Mile First, Steps for Stress-Free Living. You can find that here, and you can download that for free. Try that. But there are plenty of other apps as well. If you would prefer to try those, that's fine. It's just another resource at your fingertips to help you. All right. You can accept, they are so accessible, and that's what we need. We need things to be accessible and easy for us. Integrate this into your daily life, and you will find relief. I promise you. It's a great way to do it. I want to just also take a moment here to discuss some alternative therapies that I think could be very helpful. Certainly wonderful for our age group, work for anyone, but especially our age group. We're looking for things that can really help with that, reducing pain and anxiety. And they have shown so much promise in relieving pain and promoting overall wellness that I would be remiss if I did not bring this forward to you. So here are some for your consideration. First is acupuncture. This is an ancient practice involving inserting thin, tiny needles into specific points of the body, pressure points, helping to alleviate pain, helping to promote healing. So there's so many pressure points, nerve areas in the body that this can be helpful for. Many find it effective for conditions like arthritis and especially migraine headaches. But there are other types of pain that it works for as well. And just find yourself a good practitioner, right? So you can look up in your area, find someone who is rated very well and give it a shot. I have heard wonderful things. One of my Reiki instructors is actually an acupuncturist. She is a massage therapist and an acupuncturist, and she is amazing. So I have tried it myself, and I can tell you I did not have a lot of discomfort doing it, and I found a lot of relief. Especially me for lower back and my neck. I have a tendency to hold a lot of tension in my neck, and it relieved that for me. So it was a great thing. Next on the list is massage therapy. And again, she is a massage therapist as well. So it's amazing how these things can intertwine with each other. Regular massages can reduce muscle tension, but greatly improve circulation, which enhances relaxation, but also promotes cellular regeneration. We want that. We want to promote as much cellular regeneration as possible at our ages. Seek out a licensed massage therapist specializing in therapeutic techniques. This can be such a wonderful resource for you. Also, chiropractic care. I have to bring this forward because this was especially helpful for me during my pregnancies, but I know many people as they age find relief in chiropractic care. Chiropractic adjustments can help align the spine. And let's face it, the spine, everything in our bodies begins from the brain and the spine, okay? So when we have that in perfect alignment, we can reduce joint pain, which is hugely important. Also, other aches and pains throughout the body can be particularly beneficial for back pain, neck pain, right? And who hasn't experienced that at least once in their life? I think we all have. Wonderful. It's wonderful. Always consult with your, again, I'm going to say this again because it's important, your healthcare professionals to determine which therapies might be better for you, for your particular needs, if you are unsure. Absolutely. Next, I want to just discuss a little bit about herbal remedies and supplements. I am such a big advocate. Yes, some herbal remedies and supplements can help support pain relief. I'm just going to go through this. I'm going to go deeper into this in another video, but I'm going to go through this a little bit right now for you too. Turmeric. As mentioned earlier, turmeric is a powerful anti-inflammatory spice. It has curcumin, which is the active ingredient and can be found in supplemental form as well. That's great. Baswala. This herbal extract has shown promise in reducing inflammation, but also reducing pain associated with arthritis. super important. Glucosamine and chondroitin. We've probably all heard of this, glucosamine and chondroitin, but I gotta tell you, if you haven't tried it, try it. These supplements help support joint health, but they also help to encourage the repair of cartilage, and that is super important. Super important, especially at our ages. Awesome. In summary, holistic pain relief for people over 50 involves a combination of things. We know this to be true. It involves proper nutrition, regular physical activity, mindfulness practices, which are super helpful, alternative therapies, which if you hadn't considered it, maybe we're opening the door, right? We're being expansive in our thinking, opening the door for other alternatives, right? And if necessary, herbal remedies, which I am so happy with. I'm one of the only people I know that is not on any medications at my age, and I am super proud of that. So by embracing these holistic approaches, you can take charge of your health and you can experience a more vibrant, pain-free life. This is all I'm suggesting. This is all I'm hoping to bring to you, is something helpful. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you've enjoyed this informative video, please subscribe, like, and share it. You never know who can be helped by holistic health and wellness. Probably many people you know would love to have some secrets to help them as well. I appreciate you. I acknowledge you. And I honor you. Soul honors your soul. Thank you. And until next time, namaste.